What's going on, guys? We are back for another replay analysis. This one of the Thedestard. I'm going to call him the Dastard. I feel like that'd be better. But I'll probably mess it up a couple of times here or there. But here we go. We're going to go into the replay. He is a Diamond 2 and 3. He's a Diamond 3 and 2. He's trying to make that push to champion to get there. You know, everyone wants to be champion. Everyone wants to be the next rank higher. He got his replay analyzed by going to patreon.com/Gibbs000. Go there. Get your replays analyzed. There's a free play tier. Replay for an hour, hour and a half. Coach a tier where we coach for an hour and a half, 2 hours with a replay analysis thrown in there as well. And of course, my tournaments that I do every single month, Rando Potato tournaments, are amazing. You need to come check them out. They're a lot of fun. And I give away some free money. So come check it out. But let's get to the replay. We'll start it over. The Thedestard. Here he goes. Playing a threes game here by himself, as we saw earlier. He wants to learn how to play with other players, like, to try and push it. I like this play right off the bat. He wins the kickoff, sort of, but he goes to the boost. But as soon as you see, like, someone jump, and obviously, like, he can make a play anyway, he has boost. But he goes up the wall and actually makes a really clean touch here. The one problem is, the one touch that you got to try and avoid is trying to hit it not as high. Like, as soon as you hit the ceiling, that turns into a failed attempt at, like, a clear or whatever. Sometimes, like, you don't even need power. As long as you don't hit the ceiling, you're okay when you hit it really high. Like in OCE, they call those the North America clears. And in Europe, I'm sorry, like, when you don't hit the ceiling, then they call them the Europe clears. So, OCE, taking a jab at NA. But, yeah, like, it still worked out pretty well. He almost makes a secondary play on this as well. No one's really around. There's one guy there. He just whiffs. He tries for, like, a little bit of a tip here. There's not much he's going to do. Like, you could say try for the doink, but it would have took way too long to come down. He tries to do something. Doesn't really work out. That's fine. Just rotate out. The one thing I don't like here as well is when he does do this, it's fine to jump up and do whatever. But now you're already kind of rotating back. Just make sure you land cleanly and keep boosting away from the ball and go for that wide rotation back. Instead, he kind of turns his car and tries to face towards the ball again, like thinking about ball chasing, but you're going to have no momentum at this point, and it's going to take so much boost to get up to momentum. By the time you get to the ball, you won't be able to do much because you'll have no boost left. So here, I would like to see him just boost back towards his side of the field, and it also shows that his two teammates like, hey, we can move up now because he's rotating out. So that would be a little bit cleaner. His two teammates rotated in anyway, so that's fine, but just to be a little bit cleaner. Now he's just chilling mid. Big clear out. Little bit of a dangerous tap here, so I wasn't a huge fan of this tap. I get he has to go for the ball because the other guy hasn't jumped yet, so I get that. But he kind of just tips it right in front of his net, but luckily he hits it high. Or maybe not luckily, like that's probably what he's trying to do. The problem is with that, so when you hit it off the back wall dead center above your net, it's like, sure, you're hitting it towards your net, which is not the end of the world as long as you know you're hitting it high. The problem is the angles for the putback are a lot easier for the other team to score. He's got to try and point that a little bit more wide so it goes into the corner and someone can't shoot right away. Luckily, no one on orange was ready to shoot. Now he's just looking for some boost here. I like what he's doing there, just picking up some of the boost pads. That's basically what he should be doing. He probably could have picked up a few more. Like, if we go back here, he could have picked up that one. He picks up this one, picks up that one. He probably could have turned sharply, turned up, and grabbed another one there, or grabbed the side one out by the wall, or even just grabbed the full boost pellet. I'm not sure if it's there right now because, again, replays are bug, guys. You can't tell when the 100 boosts are actually there or not, which is a problem. It's been a bug forever. Sonics, please. But either way, now he gets mid-boost. He actually doesn't get mid-boost. Sorry, it just respawned. He's just kind of chilling. Just waiting it out. And honestly, I don't mind this. Just kind of wait it out. Like, you don't have a ton of boost, so you can't go for a lot of things. Just wait it out. Like, right here, though, he needs to start moving up just a little bit. I feel like he's trying to be a little bit too timid. When you can't see your other teammate for a really long time, they're probably behind you, and he's probably already gotten boost. So now at this moment is when you want to start moving up. As soon as you see that your player is about to attack the ball, he should be moving up a little bit, kind of where like these white lines are, which I'm not even sure if they're actual lines or not, but probably right around there, just to see what happens on the play. Now he's slowly moving up. His teammate's there too, so he backs off, which I get. That's fine. Just wait for the tap. He waits for the tap, goes to the clear. Not the greatest clear, though. So right here, he gets a good dunk, but right as this ball's coming to him, like, this is when you need to either turn it around and hook it left, which probably not the best play because you won't get a lot of power on it. But you need to get under this wall and just elevate it and throw it over that third defender, make them all retreat, and you can make a play like off the wall bounce, basically. Instead, he throws a little bit too low. He also tries to throw it left. Like, I get it. There's 3 orange cars over here on the right side of the field. So, best bet is to throw it left to your teammate, but because of the momentum of the ball plus the momentum of your car, you're not really going to get a great touch on that. So, you're better off just smacking it really hard, like over in this corner, but just try and make it extremely high. Once it happens, there's 2 people coming back. They might fly to it. They might. Whatever. And then that third guy is going to be also trying to go up the wall. But at least it takes them out of position a little bit more while your other 2 can grab some boost and rotate in and get ready for the cleanup of whatever happens. Because you should continually attack that play and go for that corner bounce touch. Said a little bit low, but he does get the dunk. I like this play here. The other 2 are rotating out. You just don't want this thrown on net. And when you're the front man in a 3v3, go ahead. Challenge basically anything. I don't care at all. Just go for it. And he goes for it. He gets the block, and now they get to keep ball possession. Trying to go up the wall here. Gets a little bit jumbled, so I like this, though. Right here, main goal here is either pass or grab their boost. So their boost is available. I think this guy just grabbed the other boost. I'm not sure, again, that boost could be here. But your main goal here is either pass it or grab the boost. Both are wins, I would say, like in the grand scheme of things. But as you can tell here, I would assume his teammates are not that close. They were probably rotating out. So let me check where they are. Yeah, so they're pretty far back. So the pass is also like you have to waste time because they had to go back for boost. So you have to waste time and then set up the pass while everyone else is coming back. He doesn't get the greatest touch here at first, but he does grab the boost at least. So that is a big win. Not every win has to be just like going for the play to score the goal. He tries to start that, but I do like that. Like eventually he grabs his boost. I wish he would have got the boost a little bit quicker, but he does get the boost. Now his teammates can try and set this up. Surprised he bails on this play. So on this play, like once you have the 100 boost, you can kind of stay around. Even if you have no momentum, we see Pocahontas over here trying to make a passing play, and it's probably going to just scream across the net. So the play that he needs to make, honestly here, we'll go back into fly view. We're in fly view. Okay, so if he's going to scream this ball across the net, it might even go high, which is perfectly fine. The play that the Thedestard himself has to make is just tag the ball. Fly up here, tag the ball so it bounces straight out, and then this third man, Chupacabra, can come out. Man, the names in this game are golden. Can come out and make a shot. That's basically his main goal here, is to disrupt around the net because he's got 100 boost and try and get the pass out to the third man. The third man's way too far back to do anything on this play, at least at first. Of course, it might work out that there's a 50-50 here where the ball does spill out to the third man, but from what's coming up right now, it looks like he's going to go around and wrap it around the wall, and this guy's not going to make a play. So that's what he's got to do. He's got to stay in the play. Once you have 100 boost, that usually gives you, like basically, I'm trying to think of the word, the right, I guess, to half rotate at times. If you get 100 boost from the enemy, stay in the play. Just stay in the play. Because, one, that also means a lot less boost for the other team. So they can probably counterattack a lot slower. You're probably better off. But here we go. So we go here. The wraparound is coming around. We have players going up. So this works out. It didn't matter really that much that he didn't go. And now Chupacabra is going to come up and try and clean up something. But again, like, say he's here and he challenges this play, which he probably wouldn't have been able to. It probably would have been a little bit too far out of his way. He could have at least maybe disrupted some of the goalies on the way out. But instead, he bails, which, again, is not a terrible thing. Like, you can just bail and rotate out. But that's just a play where you might want to kind of stay around and see what's happening. Chupacabra can't really do too much here. He tries to throw it on net. This is just a greedy play here from Chupacabra. He tries to throw this on net. And, like, honestly, most of the time, you're probably not going to get the greatest touch here. Like, say you can get a good touch, that would be nice. And you could put it, like, top left corner. But it's a little bit of greed when he could have just, like, maybe tried to go up the wall or something and create some other passing play. But instead, it goes to Orange, and Orange has the ball. Now, the Thedestard has to make a play on defense. And honestly, sometimes the best play on defense is just keep going back to your net. Players, like around diamond level, don't really know what to do when they get the ball by themselves and won't know how to make a play on you by keeping the ball until the very last second and then make a move. So instead, they will just throw it forward, and that's what they do. Didn't matter. He didn't have to make the save. His teammate did. But it turns into a sketchy pass situation here. So I don't mind this play where he pre-jumps. He's just like, oh, crap, I got to do something. The only problem with his pre-jump, if we go back to fly view, is look at his angle on his pre-jump. He's not blocking the net at all right now. Like, he jumps from over here. He's blocking the wall. When you want to pre-jump is when you're at least guarding the net, and he wasn't really in that spot, so I would have liked him maybe to drive a little bit more over instead of going for the pre-jump. But I understand why he's going for the pre-jump. It's a very threatening situation. The problem is he's not in a very threatening spot to make the save. Like, he's just a little bit too outside, so the pre-jump doesn't really work here. We'll go back in. Triple commit on the save, but as long as you make the save, whatever, dude. Just do it. He gets the boost. He's coming back around. He's a little slow sometimes. Like, I feel like when he's driving around just generally, he's a little slow. Like, I like personally to keep up momentum on your car when you can. So after, like, you grab this boost, maybe do a front flip here and go back towards the net is not that bad of a play. But instead, he just kind of drives casually. But he could have easily front flipped and still been in a general position here to make some type of save if he needed to. Now he's moving up a little bit, trying to see how that 50-50 goes. And that works out perfectly. Like, this is a great job by the blue side here. As we go back in, we'll go to none. So when a 50-50 is about to happen, we'll go to 50%. So look, one touch. Now right here, it's like, all right, 50-50 time. Let's see what happens. We got one guy guarding the right. And like up close, in case this is completely neutralized, he will be able to make a play. It's more about being close and being far. So on blue side, one guy goes for 50-50. One is very close to him, trying to see where the ball is going to go. Because he can also chase down the ball. Like if it does squirt out to the side, since he's so close to where it happened, he can chase it down. Pretty much in any direction, or if it gets one forward, he can also chase it down. Also, this is a double commit too, so this is when you definitely want to have someone close in case this ball spills out. The other guy, he's also moving up. He like doesn't think that this 50-50 is going to go terribly, so he's moving up as that long distance man to cover up the rest of it. Even if it is one terribly, he should be able to get back and make a save, unless of course it goes directly in the net, but you hope that doesn't happen. So right here, we see the 50-50. It comes out. He's staying close. He's looking for the win. And then here comes the long guy who has a lot more angles to work with. Can come up and make the shot, and he does so. He gets the goal. Well done there. Go back to the Thedestard. We'll go to the next play. All right, he's chilling back. He's got to be very careful there. He does make the play, though. He's got to come back. He's got to rotate around his defenders. He does so well. Now he's the last one back. So be a little bit careful about flying here. He could have easily just went up the wall with this, but maybe he wasn't sure exactly how to read this. But as soon as this ball's hit like this, the other two orange players are not even driving towards his net. He can easily just drive up the wall and clear this out. Said he flies to it. I think he was a little sketchy about how the wall was going to act, so he wanted to be a little bit more safe, which is fine. It's just going to make another chance here for orange, but as long as it's in the corner, it's not that threatening, so you just rotate out and keep doing it. I don't like that he's moving up here, though. Once you make a play like this and notice how poorly of a play it is, it's more of a safety play than anything. You shouldn't be moving upfield because this is not necessarily going to be easy for his teammates, so he should rotate around. And obviously, it's always safer to just rotate around. But I get the reason, and also because you're probably just bored to try and take that chance on the offensive side. Just right here is not the best chance, I would say, in the world. And he kept driving forward for a little while, too. But now he finally rotates around. He picks up one of the boost pads. Probably could have picked up at least two there, but he's at 34 boost, so he's fine. A double commit there on defense. I like this play. Just clear it to the side. Look like the guy's kind of falling behind his shots. You can't really throw it forward. Again, this is a safety play. It's not probably going to clear anything because the other guy's probably going to hit it here, but it's a safety play, and that's fine. You don't always have to clear the ball out every single time. Good pass there from orange. And I don't mind the ball chase there. Like, at least chase behind it to see what's happening. But eventually, the defense will crack, and we'll go over to, let's go over to Pocahontas and see what happened here. So a little bit of just squirrely play here. Like, Chupacabra kind of blocking him out. So this pass was actually really, really good. But this play, I just don't get. This happens to so many people that if the ball is not hit for a certain amount of time, people just drive out of their net. I have no idea why people do this. We'll show it right here. Look, he's on the goal line. He turns around. He's in the net. This is a brilliant pass. This is obviously going to be shot by Korf. Obviously. And let's see what happens by the time he shoots. He just starts driving out of net. Now he's on the 6-yard line. What are you doing? Why are you driving out of your net? You're obviously not going to block this. There is literally no reason to do this, and so many people do this. Like, when you're on defense and you just wait for the ball to bounce, like, a couple times and then go for the power clear, people will just randomly drive up the field for no reason. It's obviously their ball. They're obviously going to power clear it, or they're obviously going to shoot or have a good chance at a shot. Why are you driving forward? Why? This happens all the time. I don't get it. Luckily, it doesn't happen to the Thedestard. He's coming back, but it doesn't matter. That's a goal. But I just don't get it. That's one, like, pet peeve of mine that I just don't understand why people do it. Anyway, moving on. Good pass out. Ooh, Chupacabra's got to shoot that. He tries to, like, fake it, I think. Just want to see what happens here exactly. Like, he's moving up. He's waiting for this pass. Probably could have moved up a little bit more, but it actually worked out because Pocahontas didn't actually try and shoot it towards the net. Well, right there, you got to flip. You got to flip and take that shot. I think he wanted to trap it and bring it down, but it just didn't happen, but whatever. We'll go back over to the Thedestard. So, good pass. Bad shot. Now he's got to be a little bit careful. I like that flip to just get in position on the right side of the field, have that momentum ready in case there's a clear. But Chupacabra, he keeps up with the ball. And then he's looking for an attack here, the Thedestard. So after that touch, he's looking for something, which is fine. You're allowed to move up and try and look for a play. The thing I don't like is he just bails on it. Just completely bails on it. He should probably, like, I get that Chupacabra's also there. But sometimes, like, if you're going to move up, just go for the challenge. Like, it doesn't look like this ball's going to be hit all that well anyway. All three of orange are in the same corner. You have someone on defense. Of course, you don't want to put him in, like, a 1v1 situation, but it's not the end of the world. So he could have attacked this a little bit more. But he decides not to. He bails out. The pass does come out to him, though. Chupacabra made the play instead. I like this idea of going for the bump. I'm not sure about the flip, because the flip is going to take you out here. So the flip, I get, like, in case they jump or whatever, but he's not going to jump here because the play just happened. But once you flip, now you're in the net, and this is when the devil plays go kind of a little sour. But he does get out. He does grab their boost, too, which obviously always important. I always say grab the opponent's boost whenever you can. It is a very good idea. Now, both players just waiting around, see what type of clear it is. So this is fine. Just being very passive, allowing other people to rotate in front of them. I don't mind that, again, around diamond level. You just don't want to challenge as the third man around midfield. You just never really want to do that. Let them come towards you and attack you. Normally, they're just going to throw the ball at you, so you won't have to worry too much. But he wants to know when he can push up more. The problem is, sometimes when you show yourself being very passive like this, people will just over-rotate you a lot. So sometimes you just can't move up because you're trying to be a little bit too passive. And that's kind of the trap he's fallen into here. He finally does move up, but just kind of at the wrong time. He sees a miss, and I get it. Like, you kind of tunnel vision and see that Corf missed it, but there is another guy there. And this happens a lot to everyone, that when someone misses it going for the ball, like, you just tunnel visioned on him hitting it, and since he didn't, you move up. But there is another guy there, so he just didn't notice him. Works out, though. There's two people on defense. Just got to rotate back around. He's still got the boost. Probably doesn't have to rotate into his net like this this time around. Probably could just went outside post and hooked around and stayed in front of the net because there is no threat for a shot here. So he kind of goes back a little bit too far. But again, to play safe, it's not the end of the world. It's just like if you want to move around a little bit more, do that. Should be an easy save. Kind of gets it to the side, but not enough. But it does kind of work out. So let's go back here. He goes into the net. And this is kind of a similar play that I was just talking about, where he kind of just creeps out of net now when he doesn't really have to. Like, this is clearly orange ball. And right here. All right. Let's look at this play here. We got two blue. They're out of the play. This ball's bouncing out. One of these two guys is going to shoot this ball. And you're the last defender. You could go out and challenge him, but it's probably not a good idea. And let's see what he does. He drives out to the 6-yard line, basically. All right, maybe not all the way out. I'm not even sure like if that's a 6-yard line on this map, but whatever. We're going to call it a 6-yard line. He drives out a little bit, probably too far. He could have just probably sat like in the goal and waited for the shot. Now the shot comes, but now he's like in a kind of weird spot. He was also sideways. So like another thing where like this is a poor defensive position. Because right here, he stops here. This is not a good position, guys. You are facing the corner of the wall. You're barely in the net, which is fine if his car was turned around. Like, say his car is turned around, you're in a perfect position. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But you're backwards. You're backwards. That's not a good play right there. Like, you do not want to have your front facing away from the majority of the goal. Because going backwards is a lot more difficult to make a save, even when you're trying to fly. A lot more difficult. So, pretty bad position here, but he does make the play. He's got to be very careful about stuff like that. And I would like to see this tap go maybe a little bit more to the right. And throw it in the corner. Maybe closer to his wall as well, so then there is no angle. But they get away with it. The pinch out. Let's see what he can do here. He keeps it alive. Can't do too much with it, but that's fine. And I like this play. He immediately leaves. Immediately. He throws the ball up the wall. Like, some people would watch it and just, like, try and, like, make another play. He has 0 boost. Just get out. Just get out right away. And he does so. I guess there was no boost in that corner, or he just missed it. I guess he just missed it. So, whatever. Just turn around. Grab it again. Oh, kind of a bad play there from Chupacabra. Got to be a little bit careful on this play as well. Like, if you want to challenge it, I get it. And honestly, he probably thought about challenging it, but then he sees his teammate, like, he's moving up now. So now I would bail. Like, right there, I would bail. Because, like, this ball can be hit really hard around the wall all the way down. So it's not. And then he goes for that challenge. Luckily, he slows it down just enough so his teammates can get back. So it worked out. I like this play. He turns off ball cam, kind of looks at what's going on around, like if there's a shot or anything coming. He's not just focused on the ball. So he doesn't make a panic play here, which is great. A lot of times when the ball is centered and you're on defense, you have ball cam on, you just go up and try and tap it forward because you think a shot is coming. So you just go up and try and block it, and that turns into a juicy rebound. But he looked, saw that no one was there, and then made the play and got it over the defender right there. Korf. The Korf does make the play eventually, but it was a really, really good play on defense there from the Thedestard. Moving forward. All right, this should be relative. All right, so this play's not the greatest. It does turn into a pass, so it's not the end of the world. Just got to be careful with going high in the wall and out, but it doesn't go that far out, so it does go to his teammates, so it worked out. Just got to be a little bit careful on plays like that, though. If you don't have support from your teammates, then you'll be in trouble. So right here, he throws it to the corner. I like this idea. The ball kind of just bounces out, but not too far out. It was pretty much a good save, so not much he could do there. Time to retreat. His teammate should have it. He does. Got to be careful of the secondary shot. I like that turnaround. That was very good. And now push out again. Even though you have 0 boost here, I would have liked to see him flip towards this ball. Right here, when he touches it, everyone's turned around on orange. Like, this is the counterattack moment. I don't care if you have 0 boost. When you have 0 boost, you can at least pass and it'll allow someone who has boost a shot. But as soon as you see all of these guys are turned around and this guy's in the air, you just keep attacking. You just drive at that ball. I get that you have no boost, but if you're the first one up, it's fine. You don't need boost. You'll probably grab one of their corners at some point here and turn it into a boost starve anyway. So right here, I would like to see him flip forward for that. Just apply that pressure. He still does get to the ball, but he's more worried about the block now at this point. Like, say he flips here, he probably would have had a better passing opportunity because he would have been closer and would have been able to make a play instead of just going for the block here, which is what he does. And then the other guy kind of just fakes him out and doesn't go for it. His 2 teammates double commit, and then he flips into him. That's not really his fault. He's just trying to get back. But this is turning very, very scary. They do get out of it. He won't get boost here, though. Probably's got to fight for that mid boost. He does get it. This play I like. So there's 2 people back on defense, and you're the front man up, and you have no boost, and you think your team probably is limited on boost. You're already kind of going forward because you tried to grab that boost, and now your momentum is forward because you're trying for this 50-50. I don't mind this play at all because if you don't get a piece of it, then you go for that mid boost, and at least you get that mid boost, and that's all you really care about here. Grab the mid boost and just hope your team can survive as you rotate around the side, and that's what he does here. Now he's got full boost, and at least he can make the clear if he has to, and then let his teammates get boost. But Pocahontas makes it. He's going for the wide angle here. This play I don't mind at all. He's got another guy moving up like midfield-ish. So he wants to see, like, if this ball spills out to the right, he can either make a shot or just make another pass attempt. Doesn't happen. He's got to rotate back just a little bit. Chupacabra waiting on it. See, like this, I don't really like him backing up this far. He doesn't necessarily have to back up this far. Like, I get he is the 3rd man, but he is bailing on this play really, really hard, and he won't be able to challenge a pass. So he's got to be a little bit careful about that. But, again, it does work out, like, around diamond level. It seems like they will just throw the ball forward. So maybe it works out a little bit better than I expect. But right here, there should be a goal. Oh, kind of a poor touch there. Tries for the shot. I think he double jumps the last possible second. I'm not really sure. He hits it with his wheels. Obviously a poor shot. Want to put that on target. That's all right. He'll get it back in overtime, hopefully. This ball's just going to drop. Everyone just retreats. There you go. Now we got the weird sounding replay bug. Nice kickoff. He gets the win. Just going to rotate out. Allow his third man to move if he wants to. Kind of does. That was a little sketchy. Okay. Oh, no. Bad aerial there. So right there is exactly what I'm talking about on big clears. Like, if this ball doesn't hit the ceiling, you're in trouble. And this is a beautiful clear. It doesn't hit the ceiling. I think he expected it to. And now he's a little bit out of position. But no one made a good play here. Good challenge. Now he's got to wait for this hit. Ooh, he goes for it. Okay. So I don't mind this too much. It's a little bit of more of a risky challenge than anything, where you're probably not going to get a piece of this ball. Like, this challenge, probably a little bit too far from what I would normally want to see, like, from a frontman challenge. Like, I would like to see him on the wall and just see where it goes and then turn around and be ready in the midfield. Said he does that. Didn't really work out, but his teammates are there. And at least he grabs their boost on the way out. As long as you grab their boost on the way out, guys, I'll say that it was a successful play every single time. Every single time. I like this challenge here. No one else is over here on the blue side. Everyone else is rotating out. Just keep the pressure up. He throws it back mid. No one's there, but that's okay. Nice recovery here as well. Just needs to get back. He should be able to grab the corner boost. He missed the boost completely. I assume it was there or about to be there. But he's still making some plays. All right, now slow it down. Slow it down. Ooh, no. Okay, so this play, I'm not a huge fan of right here. We see two players going back. He's not exactly sure where the other orange player is, but two players go back. He's got time. He has zero boost anyway. So his main goal here is to just stay behind the ball and force a 50-50. He could also pass to a teammate like he tries to do here, but you have so much more time here that you can actually look and see, do I have a teammate here? And he doesn't have a teammate. Like right there, like you can wrap around the ball a little bit more and then just wait on it. And that's also how you can put the ball on your hood. And look, no one's around him. He could have easily drove to the left of the ball, put the ball on his hood, and then flicked it to him, or drives to the left and sees if he has a teammate, which he kind of did, actually. But Pocahontas just didn't make a good play. But I would have liked to see him just be a little bit more timid and make sure you have a teammate there and then make the pass. But that was kind of more on Pocahontas than anything. Because, honestly, that was a pretty good pass for what he was doing. But Pocahontas was just ball chasing for some odd reason. Here we go. Lots of plays happening. Right here, I would like to see him move up just a bit. He is third man, but one guy missed. He's out in the corner. One's over there, and one is trying to force the play here. There's no momentum where they're probably going to really hit it out. The only guy is probably that guy if he comes around, but it'll probably wrap around the wall. But I would like to see him be a little bit more involved on this play as well. Now he moves up. I do not like this aerial at all. So this aerial, like the reason why you want to move up more is because then you are less time in the air for an aerial like this, which means that you can read the play a little bit better, where instead of being up in the air for 4 seconds and have to try and predict 4 seconds in the future, maybe it's just 2 seconds or something like that. But instead, he flies from here, and he's up in the air, yeah, for about like 3 seconds or so, and has to predict that play, so it's much harder to do. Now he's going to retreat. Trying for the bump plays. Makes the little tap. I'm not sure why he jumps here, to be fair. I think he was just worried about the shot, which is, oh, it's fine. Like, he's worried about the 50-50, but Pro is definitely hitting this ball. But I guess he wants to block in case the 50-50 does go in, which is fine. And the one beautiful thing is if you jump, you still have your side flips or whatever flips. So he makes the tap and now can push this ball forward. Throws it down low. Can he get it over him? Nice pop up there. I would not go for this play, though. Right there. Do not disrupt your pass. That pass was pretty good. Say he hits this ball. The pass is completely gone. There is no center at that point. It would just disrupt his teammates. You're better off rotating through the net. And look at these guys. They're so juicy. There's 3 of them. He probably could have demoed Salted Buns, and then that would also screen out Korf. Probably a better play here than trying to tap it again off the wall, because what are you going to do? You tap it off the wall, it's just going to shoot right. It's not really going to do anything. So that would have been a better play there. Now they all got to bail. This is a shot on target. He should be able to make the save. He does. He had to make it around his teammate as well. See what happens here. This could be a goal. Good saves from the blue side. Good tap as well to himself. Can he get it? Sort of does. At least he makes two players fly. He barely touches it, but it does turn into a really good pass to his teammates. And now it's a 1v1 or 1v2. Nothing really happens to it, though. Now we're in bonus time. Look, this is a long video, so we'll probably just go streamlining it through at this point. Just gotta be careful on this. Just gotta be careful because his teammates probably don't have a lot of boost, and he had the boost. So you gotta be careful about trying to move forward when you're like, I got boost, but that probably means your teammates don't. Like if you've been on defense for a little while there. Again, he flies to this instead of driving up the wall. Say he drives up the wall, saves a lot of boost. He can also be more accurate on this play. Instead, he flew to it and didn't make the greatest touch. Oh, some mump plays happening. He's just rotating out. A little bit of safety play there. See what his teammate does. Teammate gets the clear. He's just chilling. He's going to wait for Korf. See what he does. Nice clear there. Like basically like a mini pinch there, sort of. And I like this attack. So I like this play a lot. Everyone is retreating on orange. That is when you want to attack. That is when you want to move upfield. It's got 0 boost, but I still like it. I still like the play because it was a sketchy save for the goalie. He's trying to make a play on it. He doesn't. He does get a bump, though. Causes a little bit of chaos, and as soon as you make that one attempt, that's all you need. You drive upfield, make one attempt, you bail immediately and grab boost. Which he does. You can probably center this. An okay center. Like, I would have liked to see him bash it against the corner a little bit more here. Just to center it, maybe a little bit better, but it probably wouldn't have done much. It probably would have just went over the net either way. So now, bailing out again. Just grab the boost. Orange is probably hurting for boost right now. See what Chupacabra's got on this play. Doesn't have anything but good secondary defense from the Thedestard. Can he get the shot? Oh, he tries again. He's always like tilting up maybe a little bit too much, and then like his wheels are only going to hit the ball. He's got to be very careful with that. He can always air roll to put his back to it. But it's two aerials where he basically, like, even if he hit that one, it's just going to be wheels and not going to go anywhere. Good save here off the wall. Well done. He's just waiting out that touch. As soon as he sees it's a miss, he goes for it. Now we got a long overtime here, boys. Good clear. Just throw it deep in the corner. That's perfectly fine. You don't necessarily have to do a lot with the ball. Just throw it deep in corners. Try and get ball possession here and allow your teammates to get boost. It's like basically like a line change in hockey. It's basically what that is. So right here, let's go back real quick. Oh, God. I almost shot my controller. So he's rotating out. He's rotating relatively wide. He probably should have made a more direct line to either his boost or to the back post. So he took a little bit longer than I would like. This is a weird ball by his teammates, so I kind of understand why he was where he was. And then he feels side flip, which is fine. It happens. This play right here, he's got more time than he thinks. See how everyone's bailing on it? We see these two guys, they're bailing on it, and the other guy just used all his boost trying for the shot. Maybe he thinks Korf is coming up, and again, it's overtime. You kind of want to just throw it forward. So he throws it forward, but he had a little bit more time then. So this play actually is one of them that I would like to see him go up the wall for. Like right here, he sees the ball going really, really high. He knows that there's one goalie. He could fly for this off the wall and try and just kill it and place it down to kind of throw them off. It probably wouldn't have done too much here because there's really no one around, but I would have liked to see it. Said he goes for goalie, but the goalie's going to be up in the air by that point. But I get the idea. Gotta be careful about driving forward. Orange is still gonna hit it, even if one misses. There's two other cars there. There we go. Much better aerial there. Tries for the top right corner. Doesn't get it. That's okay. It happens. All three on the left side of the field. It tries to hit top right. Just barely missing. Nice demo on the way out. He's got 100 boost. He's sitting pretty. I like this. The front flip forward doesn't matter. The goal goes in. Sorry for all the text. My wife is starting to text me now. But that'll do it for this replay analysis of the Thedestard. Getting his money's worth at the 4-minute 25-second overtime. And the wife is just going to keep blasting me here on text. So that's it for me. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.